Hello everyone and welcome to another lesson on Mr. Andersen's private studio. Today we are going to be learning the song Allegretto on the cello. Alright, so what I will do first is play the whole thing for you so that you can listen to it. And before you go on and start trying to play and learning from this video, what I want you to do is go back and rewind the tape and listen to this portion of the video 5 times before you play anything else. Go back, rewind the tape, and listen to the whole song 5 times before you go on and play the rest of this video. Alright, now that we have done that, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we have the same markings in our music. So now I have just a copy of the music rather than the whole book. What I want you to do is take the whole book, and when I show this, I'm going to hold it up for a few seconds, and I want you to pause the tape and try and copy down any markings that I have in here in pencil. I want you to mark them in your own book. All right? So go ahead and pause the video so that you can get this all down. I've circled anything that needs to be marked. All right. There you go. Now that you've seen that and hopefully you've got it all down, let's get started. Okay, so this song, if you noticed, has a rhythm that repeats itself over and over, and it's 3 notes, just like this. Just 3 notes. 2 short ones and a long one. Alright, what I'd like you to do now is we're going to add an accent to the long note. And what that means is I'm just going to make the beginning of the note a little bit heavy. Sounds like this then. To hit another string when you do it. Alright, once you got that down, go ahead and try a G scale using that rhythm. You can go down if you want to as well. Alright. Good. So now that we've done that, let's go ahead and start learning the song. We're going to start with the first line, and since each note in this song, or each part of the song is 3 notes at a time, the rhythm is 3 notes, we're going to learn only 3 notes at a time. So I will play 3 notes and then give you time to play them back to me. We'll start with the very first line. So the first thing you're going to do is put your bow on the open G, right? And you're going to play these 3 notes. G, 1, 3. Try that. Now keep your bow where it is, and you're going to go 3, D, 4. So you're going to go up to the D string and then back down to G. Try it. Stay where you are. 4, 1, D. Back up to the D string. Keep that there. D, 4, 3, back down to G. Try it. 3, D, 4. Your turn. 1, 3, 1. Now you. Okay. 1, 4, 3. You. And now. 3, 1, 2. Good. Each each time you stop, make sure to keep your bow exactly where it is so that you can coordinate yourself to play it the same way every time. It's important to be able to have really good coordination when you play. So don't bow it a bunch of different ways. Always bow it one way. All right, let's try all of that again and see if we can knock it out. All right, so starting on G again. All right, me first, then you. You. Stay where you are. Good. A pattern you might have noticed just now is that every time you start a new group of notes, it's going to start with the same one you just ended on. So, for example, just to put it together, I stay on 3, now I stay on 4. Good, so whatever finger or note that I played the last note on, I'm going to keep it down so that I can play the beginning of the next group with the same note. All right? So good, now let's try and see if we can put all of section A together. What we just did was section A. So let's try it. I'm going to count to 3, and then after I say 3, that's when you're going to start playing. Try it with me. Bow on the G. 1, 2, 3. G, 1, 3, 3, 2, 4, 4, 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 3, 2, 4, 4, 3, 1, 1, 4, 3, 3, 1, G. All right, very good. So sometimes my screen starts to go dark whenever when I'm recording some of these videos. So sometimes you'll see me kind of jump up here, just to kind of make sure that the video is still going. So not a big deal. All right, now so that what we just did was section A. The next section we play, we call it section A1 because it sounds almost exactly the same as section A did, but it ends just a little bit differently. So listen to this one. Almost exactly like what you just learned, but it ends a little bit differently. So the first time it ends like this. So it's a little longer. But the second time it takes out part of it and just goes. Alright? So that's the one time where it doesn't follow the rule so far. So far, this is the first time that it doesn't follow the rule that each group starts with the note you just finished. All right? So since we already know how to play section A, and if you still struggle with that one, go back and rewind that part before we do this again. Remember, you can rewind anything as often as you want in order to get it right. All right? But I'm going to go on. Okay? So now that we have learned section A, let's try A1. Ready? Open G. 1, 2, 3. G, 1, 3, 3, 2, 4, 4, 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 3, 2, 4, 4, 3, 1. Now here it is. 3, 1, 2. Long note, and then reset. All right. At this point, it is a good idea to try putting sections A and A1 together back to back. And it might even be that you might want to stop there in your first week of practice and just work on those 2 lines because this is a little bit harder music. All right, so let's try together putting together sections A and A1. Ready? Remember to go after 3. 1, 2, 3. G, 1, 3, 3, 2, 4, 4, 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 3, 2, 4, 4, 3, 1, 1, 4, 3, 3, 1, G. Now A1. G, 1, 3, 3, 2, 4, 4, 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 3, 2, 4, 4, 3, 1, 3, 1, G. And reset. Good. At this point, you might want to stop there. If that's enough for you to learn in a week, I would just do that before going on and learning the second half of this video. But now we are going to enter the second half of this video, so I'm going to start teaching you section B. Section B sounds completely different from anything else. Still has the same rhythm though, so listen to it first. Remember that last note that I just played has this thing called a fermata over the top of it. And the fermata just looks like a half circle with a dot underneath it. And that just means to hold whatever is underneath it. So that last note, which was underneath it, I held it for longer. Okay, so let's start learning this part. All right, remember 3 notes at a time, then you can play it. I'm going to start on open G again, and I'm going to play G, 3, 1. Your turn. Keep your bow here. Now put 1 on the C string and play 1, 1, 1. Your turn. Now we're going to bring 1 back to the G and play 1, 4, 3. Your turn. And now lift them up. Open G. G, G, G. Okay. Now this part, put 3 down before you play, and you're going to play 3, 2, 4. 4, 1, 2. Back up to the D string. Go ahead. Now with open D, you're going to play D, 4, D. Now put 4 on the G again and play. You're going to go down. 4, 3, 1. Hold that last one. Go ahead. Good. So now here comes the part of putting it together. Remember to rewind a few times and play through that again and again before you go on and try and put the whole thing together. Now we're going to try to put the whole thing together. So remember, after 3. 1, 2, 3. G, 3, 1, C string. 1, 1, 1. Back to G. 1, 4, 3. G, G, G. 3, 2, 4. 4, 1, 2. 2, 4, 2. 4, 3, 1. Hold that last one. Sorry for a second, my screen went dark, so I'm going to make sure that I got that fixed. Sorry, this might take a second. All right, good. Should be back to normal now. I don't think that the video has stopped. I'll redo this if we have to, but I don't think I'm going to have to. So, now we just got through the B section, and now to finish the song, all we do is play A1 again. We already learned this, so let's go ahead and try putting A1 together. Okay, just to make sure. There we go. 1, 2, 3. G, 1, 3, 3, 2, 4, 4, 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 3, 2, 4, 4, 3, 1, 3, 1, G. And that's that's how we do it. All right? Remember to practice this both with the video to learn it and without the video so that you can do it by yourself. The last thing we have to do after we've played that over and over and gotten really good at the song is we have to learn how to play it at an Allegretto tempo. Remember the title of the song, Allegretto. All right? Now you might remember the word allegro from an old song, which meant to play fast. All right? Allegretto is like that, but it means little allegro. So you're going to play pretty fast, but it's not going to be as fast. So what we're going to do with this last run through is we're going to try and pick it up and play it a little bit faster. All right? I'm going to give you an introduction so you know how fast we're going to go. Remember to practice this again and again and again before you play the end of this video, okay? Because you're not going to be ready to play it fast right away, okay? So, listen to the introduction. Is your bow on the string? Are your fingers ready to play? And here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 3. Play this both with and without your video, okay? And be sure, as you're moving along in your practice, be sure to send me videos so that I can see how you're doing and help you out any way I can. All right? Thank you for watching, and happy practicing.